Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. I'm glad you've stopped by. Today is Boxycharm Day. If you're new here, and in case you don't know, Boxycharm Day is the day that I unbox and sometimes try on my Boxycharm. I say sometimes because some months there isn't a full face of products in Boxycharm, so I can't create a full face of makeup with the items. So I really just show you what they are, show you what the price is of each individual item, and let you gauge yourself if you think Boxycharm is worth it or not. I subscribe to it anyway, not for free, might I add. So I figure why not share it with you guys just in case you might be interested in starting Boxycharm on your own. So if you want to see what I got in this month's Boxycharm, then stay exactly where you are, keep doing exactly what you're doing, and keep on watching. So if you did notice, I didn't actually upload a Boxycharm unboxing last month because I had gotten sick for about a 2-week period, and I actually filmed about 5 videos during this period. However, while I was sick and while I was importing video footage, I ended up losing. Not only did I lose the Boxycharm unboxing and review, which you can't ever do twice because you've already opened it, you've already taken out all the products, you've already put them up. It's really hard to do that twice. But I also lost my Anastasia Beverly Hills x Alyssa Edwards review and unboxing, and that was definitely not good. I do plan on eventually filming another review of the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette and the Anastasia eye primer. Obviously it won't be a first impressions anymore, but I still plan on doing a review of it for you guys. There have just been a lot of releases and a lot of other reviews that I've kind of prioritized in front of that, but I'm trying to get caught up from the 2 weeks that I was down and get everything all edited and uploaded and ready for you guys to watch. Now, let's get into this unboxing, shall we? Now, if you don't know what Boxycharm is a monthly subscription beauty service that is $21 a month. You get 4 to 5 full-size items every month, and you can also upgrade to Boxy Luxe every 3rd month. Boxy Luxe service is where you get one bigger box for that 3rd month, and the retail value is usually $300 to $350. Usually. So far I've loved every Boxy Luxe that I've had, but Boxy Luxe is optional. It is not a mandatory service, but you do have to have Boxycharm to be able to have Boxy Luxe. I like to unbox my Boxycharm mystery style. I try not to look at any spoilers throughout the month, and I open my box, take out the card that's right on top, and that tells us what the price of each item is. We also have a theme for every month, and the theme for this month's Boxycharm is Au Naturel. So apparently we're gonna have natural items. So the first item is a Luxy, I don't even want to try, Luxy JE. Unleash your true beauty by being kind to the earth. Please help keep our planet beautiful by recycling this package. It says Luxy JE. Oh, it's a brush set. Brushes include a Luxy 250 large eye blending brush, a Luxy 246 precision crease brush, and a Luxy 510 foundation brush. Oh, it's their normal like pink brushes, but it has wood grain texture in it. I have a lot of the Luxy just regular pink, but this is cool that it has that wood grain texture. Makes sense for Au Naturel. And the foundation brush, probably never gonna use this one. Actually, I use these for like liquid primers, liquid highlighters as like a primer. So maybe I'll use it for that sort of thing. Ooh, that one I will use. These two I'll use all the time, I'm sure. This one probably not so much. But the description and price for this item, Luxy, create the perfect look with your new eco-friendly Luxy brush set. Apply foundation with the Luxy 510 foundation brush, blend your eyeshadow with the Luxy 250 large eye blending brush, and precisely apply color to your crease with the Luxy 246 precision crease brush. MSRP $30. Our next item is Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. I love a mask all the time. Supposed to be used twice weekly and leave on for 10 minutes. Take off with a damp, dark cloth. Oh, may stain fabrics. And this description is Elemis. Get a shot of green goodness with this treatment mask that nourishes, smooths, and brightens for softer, smoother, more radiant skin. MSRP $35. And what do we have next? Foam packaging. And then a peel gel liner in the shade Forest Green. That's pretty straightforward. So let's see. Peel gel liner. Line and define your eyes or lips with your new Appeal gel liner. MSRP $21. That was also very straightforward. I don't have a Forest Green gel liner. That makes me happy. And the next Au Naturel item is Midas Cosmetics des-nude-as in the shade Dolce. I guess that's what you would call that. Let's find out for sure. Alamar Cosmetics, des-nude-as lip gloss. Okay, that was right, but lip gloss. A long-lasting thickening formula that conditions the lips while delivering high shine and full pigmentation. Wear it alone or over our new des-nude-as lip liners. Gluten-free, talc-free, vegan, and always cruelty-free. MSRP $15. If I like these, that's a really good deal. I'm probably gonna order some. That's really affordable. What's next? Oh, what's next is what's last. So last is, okay. Butter London, beautiful packaging. Whatever it is it an eyeshadow palette or a face palette? Ooh. Yeah, this looks really pretty. That is definitely a natural looking palette. I like that a lot. This is the Butter London Natural Goddess Eyeshadow Palette, serving queendom realness. Bring out your inner goddess in Butter London's vibrant Natural Goddess Eyeshadow Palette. Enchant with 6 highly pigmented, long-lasting shades, whether you're feeling like a diva or a temptress. These cruelty-free shadows pair effortlessly to create imaginative looks that will make a powerful entrance. MSRP $32. Okay, and that is everything in the box. The box is now on E. That's probably not very appropriate for an all-natural palette because gas puts out exhaust, which puts out fumes, which pollutes the air, which is not kosher to the environment. So it's not all natural. So it does look like we have enough to do pretty much a full face of makeup. Obviously we don't have like foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer, highlighter, but we do have enough for eyes, lips, brushes to use for it, and maybe I'll mask afterward. You never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my base off camera, go ahead and get ready for this amazing eyeshadow look, and I will be right back. Okay, my base is completely done. Now, I did not use the Luxie 510 foundation brush, but I just prefer using a buffing brush. So that is now in the brush cup to save for use probably never again. Ooh, you know what? I could use it for eyeshadow primer, technically. Is it too big for my eyeball? Well, I'm gonna use it for eyeshadow primer. I just don't know how precise my eyeshadow primer is gonna be. Today I'm gonna use the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. I haven't used her in a minute, actually. Ooh, I think this might have been a bad idea. Using the Luxie 510 inside this little cup is like not getting very good coverage onto the brush. Well, here we go. Oh my gosh, this is gonna make such a mess. Why did I do this? Here, let's use the other side over here. Okay, just word of advice, never do this. Never use the MAC Paint Pot with a foundation brush. Change of plans. I'm actually gonna use the Morphe S4 brush to do that instead. I'm gonna try to get as much of the product off of that foundation brush as I did so I don't waste all of my paint pot that I just got. Now it's time to dive into the palette and use the brushes. I'm probably gonna need to use more than just these 2 brushes, obviously. Usually when I get a whole brush set in the Boxycharm, I'll try to stick to just that brush set, but this is like 2 brushes for the eyes. I have to use more than this. But I will try to keep the look super simple so that I can at least use as little brushes as possible. Now before we get into the look, I wanna show you guys what the shades in this palette look like. This is the Natural Goddess palette, again, which I already told you, but I wanna go ahead and swatch these shades really quickly just on the back of my hand. Enchantress, Queen, Star, Diva, Temptress, and then Femme Fatale, or Femme Fatale. So we have 4 shimmers and 2 mattes, one of which is a turquoise, and the other is a dark brown. Our options seem rather limited. Why would you only have a turquoise and a dark brown as mattes in a palette? And call it Natural Goddess. So this palette's pretty, the quality feels good. I don't know that it's my favorite palette. You know, like if I was on their website looking for a palette to buy, this probably wouldn't be the first one I picked out. I think I'm gonna start with the Luxie 250 Large Eye Blending Brush, the biggest brush that there was. And I'm gonna go into Femme Fatale, or Femme Fatale. I don't know exactly how to say it. Make sure I have no creasing going on, which I did. And I'm gonna start applying that shade as the transition shade. There's actually quite a lot of kickback in the pan with it. You can kind of see it a little bit dusting off the side, which, like I always say, I don't care about that, but some people do, so I figure I might as well tell you. So I'm kind of having an open mouth insert foot moment because I was kind of mad at this palette at first, simply because the lack of shades, or the lack of matte shades specifically. This blends like a dream. This shade anyway. It goes on so smooth and pigmented and just blends out amazingly. Now using the same Luxie 250, not gonna clean it off or anything, it's fine that it has the green. I'm gonna go into the shade Temptress, which is the dark brown, and I'm gonna just put that into the crease and try to keep it condensed only into the crease. I'm not gonna blow it out like I did Femme Fatale. Okay, I think this is really close to about all I want to do. Maybe build it up just a tad bit more, but I don't want to go too far with this because it's a very dark brown, and if I go too far, I'm going to lose a lot of the color that I have, and I really don't want to because I like this. So maybe just the tiniest bit more. Now I'm just gonna take a clean Morphe M420 brush. It's just a synthetic blender tapered brush. And I'm just gonna go between the brown and the turquoise shade and just blend those in together a little bit finer, just to make sure that gradient is on point. I actually kinda wish I wouldn't use that brush. Never mind, I'm just gonna use the Luxie 250 again and just add on a little bit of the shade Temptress again, because using the other brush really just lost all my pigmentation. It made me feel kind of like it lessened the intensity of the look. Okay, I think I'm happy between the blend of Temptress and Femme Fatale. So now, using just the flat side of this Luxie 250 brush for my lower lash line, I'm gonna bring the shade Temptress down and around and over and bring it across my lower lash line and blend that out. Probably with the shade Femme Fatale. But I'm going to be very careful and only apply it right by my lash line. Now that I've applied Temptress to my lower lash line, I'm still gonna use the same brush. I just keep cleaning it off on my arm, like I'm blending it around until I see no more pigment come off. And now I'm gonna do the same thing with the edge. I'm gonna find just the flat side and take it into Femme Fatale. That is the same teal color that I've been using. Tap off the excess and blend out Temptress with this shade. This is working so beautifully. I love this. Okay, now I'm just gonna clean up the edges on the corners where I kind of had a little bit of droopiness. We don't like droopiness, we don't want droopiness. So I'm gonna clean that up really quick and we're gonna finish up the lid and the eyeliner. Now I'm gonna use the Luxie 246 Precision Crease Brush. I would call this more of a like flat definer brush or like a, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a crease brush, but that's okay. I could see cutting my crease with this though. Oh, precision crease, got it, okay. And I'm gonna go into the shade, oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the shade Enchantress, the lightest tanny kind of color. And that's gonna go all over my lid. By the way, this shade like melts when I put the brush into it. It just falls apart, which for a shimmer, kind of excited about that because I feel like that means it's just gonna melt onto my eye, hopefully. Man, that's exactly what it does. Wow. Okay, this shade is so pigmented, it's literally letting me cut my crease with it. Like there is a clear, defined edge where the shade is laying down. And I didn't spray the brush. My base is definitely not tacky anymore. I don't really know how it's sticking with such vibrancy, but it's really, really good. And now, just to ensure that I have the smoothest gradient possible between Enchantress and Temptress, I'm gonna go back in with the Luxie 250 and I'm just gonna tap the outer edge of my eye just to make sure that this is nice and smooth. And that's it. I am super, super happy with that. Now there wasn't a shade in the palette specifically that I wanted to use for inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight. So I'm just gonna go with the same highlighter that I use on my face, which is Rodeo Dry from Ofra. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and put it right on my inner corner and right on my brow bone, just for a little cute highlighting moment. I love this highlighter so much. Now, of course, we can't forget about our Appeal Gel Liner in the shade Forest Green. So this is sharpenable, not retractable. I am going to apply this in my waterline. And I actually really like that eyeliner in the waterline. I've never put a forest green eyeliner in the waterline before. It's interesting and it kind of ties everything together. It is now time to move on to the Cosmetics gloss, the des-nude-as. Now I don't know how pigmented this is, so I don't know if I need something underneath it or not, or if I need like lip liner or what exactly. So I'm gonna open it up and we're gonna swatch it really quick on the back of my hand just to see what it looks like. It's fairly pigmented actually. It's very peachy looking. What happens if we shear it out? Okay, it's pigmented enough. So I'm actually just gonna use the lip gloss as is and see what it looks like. Worst case, I wipe it off and put on a lip liner. Wow, this is a thick formula. Like, wow. I've never felt an applicator like this either. It's a paddle, but one side is concave and the other is convex. So it's like, it holds product in one side and then applies with the other, I guess is what that's for. But this is the gloss with no liner and no lipstick underneath. I think it would still look really good with the lipstick underneath, but it has enough pigment in it that I'm not afraid to wear it by itself. It still looks really good as is. So I'm happy with that. So really all there is left is mascara. And I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara that I got in my Boxy Luxe 2 months ago, 1 month ago. Alright, lashes are done. And I swear, the day that I find an eyeliner that doesn't rub off on my outer waterline the moment I finish my mascara will be the day that I quit doing makeup. Not really, but I'm saying that it's probably never gonna happen. Because I've used liners in my waterline from here to Timbuktu, and I have yet to find one that doesn't simply just disappear. Anyway, regardless, I did go ahead and apply it again, and now it's on and pigmented and bold, and this is the final look completely. I actually really like this look. I like the eye look. I like the way that the eyeshadows performed. I love the lip gloss. I think it looks really pretty, especially with this eye look because the eye look is so bold and dramatic that the simple nude lip really fits with it. So I'm actually really excited. Needless to say, my initial impression of the Boxycharm, aside from the fact that it was actually worth $133, so price-wise, it was definitely worth the cost, but my initial reaction to it was that I wasn't really excited about it except for the mask and the eyeliner and the lip gloss. Really, I just wasn't excited about the eyeshadow palette because it didn't have enough mattes, or so I thought. But now I actually rather enjoy it. So if you liked this month's Boxycharm and you want to sign up, you can actually use my link in the description down below. If you'd like, it's not a big deal. You can also just go to boxycharm.com. If you do use my link, it gives me some charm, which do equate to a dollar value, but like I said, completely not necessary at all. It's just there if you'd like. If you do want to see this look and more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It is simply ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing from watching this video, if you gain nothing from coming to my channel, please at least gain this, and that is to always remember and never forget that you're beautiful. Bye guys.